The School Board of Trustees scheduled to take place tomorrow at 3 p.m. at GTMI. Here's an excerpt.
And do we expect to see tomorrow? And then, obviously, if you want to address some of the problems of Armitage, you need a lot of finance. How will you be able to accrue this? And how do you expect to spend that money? How will the Board of Trustees handle the resources that will be pumped to them by the loyalists of Armitage or the alumni?
Yes, that's why we are creating a Board of Trustees. There has always been an ex-Armitage Students Association, and they have been very active annually supporting the school, and that coincides with the speech and prize giving day. But this magnitude has never been arrived at, and as we are speaking, we are saying that through the social networks, we are able to mobilize people locally and abroad, and we expect bigger contributions given the commitments that were given, and this now cuts across all ages, all generations of Armitage students. And I think it's important to mention that the oldest person who has confirmed his attendance is Alaji B.N. Sise of Brikama Manjai, retired civil servant. He went to Armitage in 1942. The most high-profile personality that we expect there, because she's attended even other ex-Armitage student meetings before, and we expect her on this one too, is the Vice President of the Republic. So that shows that age-wise, very old generations of graduates from Armitage are responding.
Where is the meeting tomorrow, and then from which time to which time?
All right, we have announced MDI, but along the way we also got a big response, and we thought that the GTMI hall will be better. But we didn't do this counter announcement because the two are very close to each other. So we just thought that let us keep it quiet like that, announce MDI, when people get there we move over to the GTMI hall. So effectively we can take advantage of this program to say that we are meeting at GTMI 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. So come there to meet your old friends, and come there to see this Board of Trustees launch. It is a 9-member committee, and the principal of Armitage is by default a member of the Board of Trustees.
Suleiman Keta.
Suleiman Keta is the principal of Armitage. He himself has been to Armitage, so he's an ex-student. And the president of this Board of Trustees is a senior manager at Gamtel, Mr. Idrissa Joe.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Fakru Sila there speaking to GRTS's Modulamin Sise about the inauguration of the Armitage Senior School Board of Trustees, which would take place tomorrow, 3 p.m. at the GTMI. Gambian promoters have prepared an entertainment package for the Christmas and New Year festivities, and it includes a string of performances by the budding Senegalese Ndaga star Ndeye Fatou Tine. Titi, as she is known by her numerous fans, arrived in Banjul Friday afternoon ahead of her Christmas Eve performance in Birkama Joko nightclub. We hope to bring you more on that in tomorrow's news edition. Well, time now to take our first break. When we come back, the news continues. Stay tuned in.
sama caameñ gëj a gisee
jigéen sama yow moom gëj naa laa gis yow bii rafet na lii bii kañ la nii rap ak jàmm waay mbaa insurance nga ko kay
may ma suma jàmm yow insurance dañuy fay
déedéet Gambia National Insurance Company ca kere baa ñu bokkuñ ci ñooñu de
ñooy ñooy ñaan
lu weesu fanweeri ak juróom-ñaar ñu ngi ci biir réew mi di ñu aar suñu wàllu moto yi kër yi yoon yi tukki yi sa xaalis sax dañ koy aar
déedéet xanaa
waaw ñu wóor lañ nag te mun seen liggéey seen teewaay ci biir réew mi yokk na fi kóolute de
loolu de neex naa dégg
gis nga bi ci gën a tee neex nag ñoo gaaw a fay yàqu-yàqu dañuy fay yàqu-yàqu ci num gaawee boo eboo daal dawal dem insho yi
kon xaaral ma dem fagaru
defal gaaw moo gën faju
jërëjëf suma caam
jërëjëf bii moom da nga ko war a insho waay rap ak jàmm waay Gambia National Insurance Company seet si leen ñu tey pour seen bépp wàllu insurance.
And welcome back. The Congolese opposition leader Etienne Tshisekedi is still maintaining his claim to the presidency. Despite the Supreme Court's ruling in favor of the incumbent president Joseph Kabila, Etienne Tshisekedi's attempt to be sworn in at the country's national stadium was dealt a big blow when security officials cordoned off the area and arrested opposition supporters. Let's look at this report for more on the escalating political situation in the Democratic Republic of Congo.
Police in the DR Congo cordoned off Martyrs Stadium in Kinshasa, where the country's main opposition leader, Etienne Tshisekedi, was to hold his own swearing-in ceremony on Friday morning. Mr. Tshisekedi, who came in second in November's presidential election, has rejected the official victory of incumbent President Joseph Kabila. Police arrested a number of supporters who attempted to enter the stadium.
We want to attend this swearing-in ceremony for the people. Why are we being refused? It's not normal. They call this democracy. This is not democracy.
Mr. Tshisekedi was undaunted. The ceremony was held at his home in front of a group of supporters. The thousands who braved the police ban and tried to reach his house found that police had closed off roads. Dozens of people have died in fighting since the presidential election. Diplomats have encouraged dialogue over the disputed poll.
After enforcing a watertight immigration policy for almost 5 decades, authorities in Cuba have started relaxing the law that prevents the more than 2 million Cubans living outside the country from traveling to and within Havana. The development is expected to prompt thousands of Cubans living in the U.S. to return to their homeland. We have more in this CFI report.
In Cuba, people are looking forward to new laws easing the restrictions which have made it difficult to leave the country. Travel reform is among a series of measures announced by President Raúl Castro, who said it's important to open up links with the 2 million Cubans who live outside the country. It will reduce the economic isolation of Cuba's communist regime.
It's been 50 years already. Now they are changing the law, which is good for everyone. I myself have family outside the country, so it would be good for me to go and see my family.
I think it's great. I really want to travel and see other countries and my family over there.
Up to now, Cubans had to surmount bureaucratic obstacles and pay a heavy fee to obtain exit papers. The government could seize the assets of people deemed to be permanent emigrants. The measure follows new rules allowing the sale of homes, cars, and the availability of bank credit.
It will be great for Cuban society and for our development. Everyone has the right to travel, to see other countries for whatever reason, and to see their families. Also for economic reasons, for work. I think this will help development of society a lot.
Analysts say relaxing the rules should help stem the country's damaging brain drain and will stimulate payments into the economy from Cubans working abroad. But it could be an unexpected problem for Washington, which up to now has been issuing work and residency permits to Cubans arriving in the U.S.
Once again, the APRC victory celebration for Forney Councillor District, initially slated for Saturday, the 24th of December in Kanilai, has been postponed until January. The development is prompted by the demise of the former Deputy Minister for Agriculture, Khalifa Kambi. The new date will be announced in due course, and any inconvenience is deeply regretted. And before we go, a reminder of our headlines. Christians in the Gambia have received their traditional Christmas gift from Sheikh Professor Alhaji Dr. Yahya Jammeh. The prosecutor of the Hague-based International Criminal Court, Fatou Bensouda, has thanked President Jammeh for throwing his weight behind her efforts to land a tough job. The leading opposition politician Etienne Tshisekedi has defied efforts to derail him and proclaim himself president of the Democratic Republic of Congo. And Cuba's reformist leader, Raúl Castro, has relaxed the communist island nation's decades-old watertight immigration policy that kept many Cubans living in the U.S. away. You can also follow that story and other GRTS programs live on our website, and that's on www.grts.gm. There you can also monitor GRTS radio live. That brings us to the end of this edition of the news. Merry Christmas and stay tuned. Up next is the highlights of the 4th government retreat in Kanilai. Enjoy.